Hey there, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. Today I'm going to be doing a patron shout out request for Skull Collector. Skull Collector's been an amazing supporter of mine for a very long time. I really appreciate everything he's done for me, and he always gives me amazing music to listen to. I'm really excited for this because it's going to be another new band for me. I've never heard of them before. The band is called Everdawn, and the song is called Truer Words Ever Spoken. Um, Excited for this. This is, like I said, I have no idea what kind of music it is. How I in my mind, just look at the cover. You'll see the cover. It's a studio track, so it's the album cover on the video, and it just tells me it's going to be epic. I don't know if it's like it's going to be some sort of power metal, symphonic metal, goth metal, something like that. I would assume. Um, but I'm excited for it because it's also a very long song. It's like over 12 and a half minutes long, which is another sign to me that it's going to be epic. If you guys don't know about me, I love long epic songs. It just gets me. I love just how big and badass it can be. So I'm really excited for this. Skull Collector, thank you so much for your support. Really do mean it when I say you are an absolute rock star. Thank you so much. But let's go ahead and switch on over. And here we go with a patron shout request for Skull Collector of Everdawn with the song Truer Words Ever Spoken. Ooh, that guitar. Okay, let's just talk about that. The guitarist is Richard. That was fantastic. That just so soulful and lyrical. There were obviously no lyrics, but the way he was playing that guitar was very lyricful. You could almost hear the guitar singing. That's one of those things I could just sit back, close my eyes, and just float, and it would be badass. Really excited to see where this goes. That intro was fantastic. Um, just the ambient noise or ambient music from the keyboards. The keyboard player is Boris. Um, just set the tone, and then that guitar just floating through there, so cool. Okay, before she starts singing, I wanted to point out that when the rest of the band came in, the guitars and bass were just so thick, very cool. Boris again not Boris, Richard on guitars, and then Alan on bass. It was so thick, and there were some cool bass lines going on in there. And then when Richard started doing a little bit more lead work, it was being echoed by a vocal. I'm assuming Alina is the singer, and she's about to start singing right now. But that was some. I want to go back a little bit. I know it's a long song, but I want to go back a little bit. Listen to what Richard's doing on the guitar being echoed by Alina, just subtly. She's not, bursting in front of the music. She's part of the music. Very cool. And the drummer's Dan. Fantastic drumming in this. This is cool. Guitar, vocal, very cool echo.
Journey through distance and time, choose to the bone. I'm looking out for a sign, places no one had known. Searching for meaning, hungry for truth. Rising high as I am losing my own. Dawn turns to dusk as the sun. Life fortunes to be gone.
Okay, Alina's voice is very interesting. It's very unique. There's a tone to it that I can't really place, or an accent that I can't really place. But it's low, and I'm assuming she can sing high too. But it has this low, wide feel to it that is making it really just stick out to me, and very cool. Really enjoying it. This is fantastic. I'm really digging this. This is everything I love in music. It's epic. It's beautiful. It's exciting. There's a little bit of tension built up in it. Dan on the drums is doing a little bit of cool stuff that's helping build the tension up. Very cool.
Nations and segments of time.
This is the bass line.
Tongues aren't known.
And then the guitar comes over the top of it. Her voice is so unique.
Searching for wisdom, virtue of love. Turn the clock as if it hasn't seen enough. Dawn turns to dusk as the sun. Life fortunes to be gone. Dawn till dusk. Dusk till dawn. Dawn.
Oh, that's cool. Very Spanish influence in that guitar, with some like natural ambient music behind it, or sounds behind it. Now it feels like a march. Very triumphant.
Days born in a forest in a field. Making time walk to see the light.
Interesting. Oh, that sound. Oh, very tribal. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, a minute ago, I mentioned the acoustic guitar was very Spanish influenced. It sounded not full on flamenco, but very Spanish. Um, and then it's progressed through a few different styles. What's been going on in this music, and then that was almost. I don't know if it was a true harpsichord or if it was just a keyboard doing a harpsichord, but very like Mozart-ish, if that's not really a word, but but very like not medieval, but very classical. And there's a few different things going on there. There was the tribal section that was actually it's the tribal section started almost electronic. There was some definite electronic feel to it as it went into and then dropped into the tribal feel to it. A lot of ambient noise like birds and water and tribal vocals and just throughout the song. This is interesting. It's almost like a history. It's going through a history or drawing from so much stuff from history. Um, Very cool. I'm really digging the song. Middle Eastern. There's like electronica a little bit again. Great harmonies there. Okay, this is God. I still got like 4 minutes left, and I don't know how much more epic it can get. I'm loving this. By the way, if it hadn't come across yet, I'm loving every second of this. Um, Alina's voice is just killer. like I said, it's got this wideness to it that I'm not a, don't know anything about singing. I'm not, if you want a vocal coach, go to Charismatic Voice or Fairy Voice Mother. But this is her voice is so good. And there was a bit, I didn't mention it, but I did catch it, where she went a little classical. Not full, I wouldn't say full on opera, but definitely classical for like 2 lines. And then she went back into her, what I'm assuming is her normal voice. But it's killer. I love how wide it is on the bottom of it. It's so good. Again, the drummer, Dan, is killing it. So good. And the bass line, there's so much great bass going on with Alan. Really, really enjoying this song. This is badass. This is killer. I'm really liking this. Badass keyboard. More modern noises. Little EDM in here. Okay, before it gets too far, I'm going to back it up. Wow, that was cool. They brought in some more modern. There was a train, like a more modern of the ambient noises and sounds that they've been using through the whole song. They keep doing that. There was a full-on EDM set there, and then the EDM kind of dropped. No, I skipped a part. The EDM kind of bounced into like a really fast, almost New Orleans jazz. Is that what I was hearing? It was definitely familiar, but I was having trouble placing it until the end, and then it felt very New Orleans to me. And it dropped down, and this last little section before the guitar came back in was almost a hip hop beat. It was a little bit of bass drum with some really high, fast hi hat, and it felt very hip hop to me. All the different genres and different musical stylings is very impressive what they're adding into this, and it's very cool. I'm really digging everything about this song. I'm loving all the stops. where they add in another genre or another feel to the song. Very, very cool.
Loudest whisper, silent cries, silent tears, bitter smiles, faded landscapes, foolish rites and temples. Walk around your head to stay, every hour, every day, helping move your world away.
There's that classical voice again.
Through the torrents of pain, through unbearable pain, you will reach for the top after unbroken. And I'm yours to live on the east. I reach for finding your heart, truth for the stars, and hold on the fragrance as
Oh, I didn't even realize that was the end of the song. Very, very cool. I was just like living in the end of that song. Okay, so that was a patron shout request for Skull Collector of the band Everdawn with their song Truer Words Ever Spoken. Wow, I don't even know where to begin with this. This was epic. I knew, yeah, at the beginning I even said I can already tell it's going to be epic because of how long it is, and you know, Skull Collector asked for it, so I know it's going to be big and badass. That was cool. I loved all the genres they played with, all the, you know, the pieces they brought in without really losing sight of their overall picture, which is really, really cool. Very, very great little keyboard and guitar back and forth between Boris and Richard. That was really cool. Dan on the drums was killing it that whole time. Alan, there's a lot of really good bass stuff in there. And then Alina, her vocals are fantastic. She has, like I said, such a unique voice that I keep using probably wrong terms, but so wide on the bottom of it. But then when she closes it up and goes up into her classical feel, that was really cool. I really like that. This was a great song. I really, really enjoyed this band and this song. Really cool and interested to see what else they have. That was fantastic. Really, really enjoyed that. So Skull Collector, another winner. You always give me winners. This was so great. Thank you so much for all your support. It really does mean the world. If you guys like this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.